What does she stink like? Oh. I don't know what happened right there, man. I don't know if it was the Wi-Fi or what was going on, bro, but that was kind of crazy. I got a new phone. I got a new phone, bro. My phone, I don't know what it does. It's not like my old phone where it lets me just record and it's like a worse. It's a piece of shit phone, bro. I don't know what happened right there. You guys still on? Anybody on? My bad. Technical difficulty. Sorry for the inconvenience. I was like, damn, what happened? What up, Daniel? How you doing, brother? I need to slow down a little bit. There we go. Get a little light in here. Man, it's a little cold out here right now, so we chilling. We over here at the crib, relaxing it up. Man, my bad. I didn't even realize what was happening. It was like my Wi-Fi went out, bro. What the hell? Okay, start this week. Hey, Shai, what was going on? Was it just cutting out or something? I just seen people say it was cutting out or something, bro. Like I don't know what was going on. Yeah, OTA start this week. Shout out to Sis Nig. What's good with you? What's good with you? Uh, Man. So I seen a messed up video, homie, on TikTok. It was a messed up video. It was in Chicago, and they were standing in line at the gas station, bro. And this one dude was standing in line, and he had said something to the clerk or something, and there was a female in front of him, and yes, you cut out. Okay, we back anyway. I put the Wi-Fi on, so hopefully it stays strong though. But he was talking to the clerk, and there was a female in front of him. Well, when he started talking to the clerk, there was a dude in the car that the female was with, and he thought that oh boy was talking to his girl. He didn't know the fool or nothing. They didn't have no problems. And he walked up and put like 15 rounds in that dude, bro. He didn't ask no questions. He just walked up and shot. Senseless killing, homie. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad about that situation, homie. What up, Jess? Yeah, we gonna next week definitely, bro. We gonna meet up at the Roxy before the concert, homie, and I got them tickets. I been running around working and shit, bro, but I got them tickets. So next weekend, there's a couple people that's gonna meet me before the concert, and we'll meet up, bro, and I'll give you guys the tickets definitely. But y'all definitely in there, man. It's gonna be a good night. But I was just thinking, bro, like when I watched that video. Homie, like now that's senseless, homie. That's right there is just you don't have respect for another human being. You know, this fool just walked up and just started dumping on this dude. And when I look at that, to be real, to be 100, you always talk about we got to do better, homie. And when you see stuff like that, it's like, damn, bro, we got to do better as communities, homie. I don't know if you seen that. Did you see that, bro? Yeah, homie didn't beef with that fool or nothing, bro. He just literally walked up. He walked up, and just because he thought he talked to his girl, bro, that fool just dumped the whole clip in that fool for no reason, homie. For no reason. No reason. Chicago has a history of that doing that shit though, bro. Like when I was in South Bend, Indiana, bro. They didn't really have like rules and regulations. Um, yeah, I seen that on with crazy shit, bro. Like I can't respect that. Like, to me, that's just like disrespectful. Like, I look down on that stuff, homie. To me, I look down on that stuff. Like, you didn't even kill the dude because he was from like an opposite hood. And when you look at it and you really like analyze it, even that, homie, you kill it. You know, people killing each other because of organizations. They don't even know these fools. They just hate these fools because of what they represent, bro. Put that in perspective. It's the same individual. It's the same individual pretty much that probably went through the same poverty as you, went through the struggle as you, grew up pretty much learning these rules of the hood, and then you just chip them off, bro. You chip them off. People be chipping each other off. These youngsters be chipping each other off. And it's like, at that point, it's not even nobody else. It's people in the hood. Right. He shot and killed him because he talked to his girl. And they said that homie wasn't really even trying to mac to his girl. He asked her if she needed some weed, you know. But you would think though, even if he talked to your girl, the girl did the right thing. She didn't even pay attention to him. Even if you were tripping on that shit, you would have came up like, "Hey, that's my girl, homie." You know what I'm saying? And if he don't say nothing disrespectful or he don't trip off of it, you know what I'm saying? You just let that rock. You just let that go. You just get, you know what I'm saying? Give him a pass or whatever, homie. Even if you're on demon time, like give him a pass. Homie got caught up for it. Now he about to spend the rest of his life in the penitentiary. And when I say this with the utmost respect, a person like that, he made his bed. He got to deal with that shit, bro. There's no looking at pity. There's no looking at that with pity and say, "Oh, it's just a rotation of what the hood brings." You can't blame the dude because he's a product of his environment. Nah, that was senseless, bro. That was senseless. That was senseless. It was sad, homie. It was sad. And then you understand why people look at that and say, these fools, they're like pointless in society. People be saying that, bro. They're killing each other off. They're killing each other off, and it's proving their point. Like, it's proving their point, homie. When they say that, like you know what I'm saying? People say that a lot. We don't even got to kill them. They killing each other in the hood. It's kind of proving their point because when you look at that, bro, that was senseless. Like that was dumb. That was a dumb reason to kill. That was a dumb reason to kill somebody, homie. At our age, jealousy should be over. Yeah, homie. He a old ass man. Homie had a full on beard, bro, looking stupid. You don't get no stripes for that shit. You don't get no stripes for that at all, bro. That's not that. There's no gangsterism in that. There's no that's just kind of clown. Like he a clown. He a real life clown for that. Crazy aspect of society we live in, homie. We live in a crazy world right now. Crazy world. You know, I see shit like that, and I'm like, damn, fool. We are lost. We are lost as communities, bro. We are lost as communities, homie. And the reality is, bro, like until fools really understand that and really like get together and push for positivity all together, you ain't never gonna get no change, fool. You ain't never gonna get no change if fools don't come together and push for positivity. You know, the craziest thing, homie, and I analyzed this with like gang politics, bro. A lot of these fools out here in the gang banging in the gang world, they don't even know why they even tripping with other people. They don't even know why they even tripping with other people. They don't know why they're tripping with these fools or in war with these fools because it started before them, bro. It started way before them, and they just took on the war. But if you ask 2025 right now, if you ask these youngsters, right, why you tripping with the other side? Why you tripping with them fools? They wouldn't even be able to run down the reason why they hate this circle of people. They wouldn't even have no clarity of why they hate these fools. You know, I think about when I was doing that shit, fool. Like I hated people for no reason. When I was out there politicking and trooping, I just hated people for no reason, homie, to be honest. Now the hatred came from being activated like with certain groups of people from certain hoods, but and over time just having war in the streets with these fools. But it all started from just like it all started from just being put upon the head like this is who we hate. These are the foods that we don't like. And really, honestly, bro, you don't even know half of the foods you don't even know half of these foods, and you just got a hatred because what they represent, what they stand for. That's mind blowing, bro. That's really mind blowing. No stripes at all for that. Hell nah, fool. You look like a clown for that. You look like a straight clown for that. You know, you look like a straight idiot for that one. I don't think for myself. I mean, I don't think for myself. Even when I was like the worst of Savage, Sevlo, Big Sevlo, bro. I don't even think that I actually ever targeted civilians in any sense, bro. I never ever got out there like targeting civilians, homie, when I was younger. There was always that thing where you like kind of you knew what was off limits, homie. You knew kids was off limits. You really knew females was off limits with kids. You didn't really, you know what I'm saying, get at fools when they were with their moms and all that shit, bro. You leave that to another day. You get out the people that you actually have beef with. But these little dudes nowadays, bro, will shoot up a whole barbecue and shoot random people on accident. It's like, damn, you know, Big Robert, what's up with it, Brody? I guess for me, like being 40 years old, I look at it and I'm like, when I analyze it, homie, I'm like, damn, what's the reasoning? Like, what was the reasoning even for myself? You know? And in my mind, in my mind, I would justify that shit, bro. In my mind, there was a lot of justification why it was okay, you know? In my mind, I always justified it like, yeah, bro, this is what it is. This is how the game goes. It's revenge. It's a domino effect from this, and really there's not really a justification for it, homie. In the end, living the street life, who visits you in the pen. And that's the truth. That's a real statement right there, homie. Ain't no like the majority of gangbangers don't get visits from the homies. They don't even get a JPay. They don't even get a letter. They don't. That's 100% the truth. Like when you really boil down to it, homie, the homies. I mean, there might be a couple homies that'll do that. Out of sight, out of mind, homie. Out of sight, out of mind. When you locked up, bro, people even stop answering phone calls, homie. That's how terrible it is. And these are supposed to be the homies from the block. The only fools that are really gonna do that is if you really are like brothers, bro. And a lot of times even family just kind of goes MIA, you know. JPay stop, picture stop, and you're forced to actually just do that time. You're gonna do that time alone, homie. You're gonna do that time alone, bro. Because in this world, life doesn't stop. Life doesn't stop for a person that is going to the penitentiary. You know, life doesn't stop, homie, and it's the reality. It's the truth. You know, but that's why gangbanging is kind of backwards because this is the thing is, bro. If you're out here and you don't have no smut on your name, right? You don't got no smut, and you out here handling business accordingly to the code that you signed up for, and you go and get yourself caught up for the hood. You take penitentiary risks because you kicking up dust. That's what you do. All at any means necessary, you gonna protect the hood and the homies around you, and you gonna potentially die for that shit, bro. Because in your heart, that's what you tell yourself: I'll die for this shit. And then you get caught up for the hood, right? This is for the hood. You would think in a setting like that, homie, the organization would take care of business for a name that's respectable, but it doesn't go down like that. Even the most respected dudes, a lot of times, homie, the neighborhood just kind of just forgets about them. Yes, there's homies. There's always gonna be homies in the penitentiary walking them main lines, but half of the time, bro, half of the time, even in there, especially the politics that we deal with, they ain't taking care of each other, homie. That's the truth, homie. That's the truth. They're in there fighting with each other. I see them fools fight with each other, homie, and literally bring each other down more than just help each other, homie, and really be a unit. You know, I seen that a lot, homie. I seen fools do bad in there, homie. Bad in there. And their organization, bro, didn't even really care. Didn't even really even have anything for the fool that's doing bad. And then you would see fools actually talk slick behind these fools back. And they represent the same thing that you represent. That's why that shit was backwards. That's why that shit was backwards, bro. You know? It's crazy, homie. The only one that rides with you is God. Truth. You better have God in your life. You gotta have something, man. You gotta have something that's you gotta stand for something, bro. You have to stand for something. That's probably the best thing you could do is stand for something, faith wise. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't believe in that, I don't know even know what you existing for. For to be honest, if you don't stand for something, homie, you will fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. That's why we got people just doing the most out here, bro, with no sense of anything, homie. They don't have no sense of direction. Talking about we trying to be free spirited, we trying to find ourselves. You better find God or something, bro, because it's not a good look for you. And I pray for you. I pray that you get discernment and actually understand that. If you in your 30s and 40s and you still trying to find this and find that, bro, you need to get it together, man. You got to rethink the priorities, bro. You got to rethink them priorities, homie. You don't want to live in this world and don't have no real existence. You know, really, like you're just existing, bro. Just you back? Yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened with me, Millie. It was all just like just went dead. You know, and that's one of the big reasons why, like, to be honest, homie, that's one of the biggest reasons why, like, I try to actually push health and stuff on people too. Like, hey, man, health. You need to be healthy, homie. You gotta care about yourself. You know, like do something. Don't just be a fool that just lets time just pass by, bro. What's up with it? What's up with my folk co-riders, man? Sending love and respect. What's up with y'all, man? My high salute. Big Majesta. What's up, my BCF and Foul family? What's cracking with it, Brody? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, cause that's the reality, man. That's the truth. Like it's just I don't know, homie. I seen that shit on TikTok, homie, and that kind of had me like, damn, bro. That was a sad situation, homie. Just chip that fool off. Cause the fool that shot the dude, he didn't really have an existence, bro. He didn't really have an existence. There was no purpose for this guy. He just literally just shot somebody just because he thought he was macking to his girl. When this is the thing, when I look at that, homie, his girl did what she needed to do. Like she didn't even pay attention to the dude. Even if he was macking to her, bro, she handled that business like a real rider, bro. She didn't even pay attention to this guy. She respected her dude, and her dude looked like a pansy. She looked more like a rider than the dude. Because the dude was all emotional and just got to killing somebody behind some fool, thinking that some fool was macking to his girl, bro. He a mark for that, bro. A straight mark. You know? I don't know, bro. That was just kind of, and that's why, homie. Like, I really look at Chicago, and I be like, bro, they're them fools right there. They do not. I don't know. I don't know how anybody could look at that and think actually that shit is just like respectable, homie. They might be killing each other. They might be chipping each other off, but they do not have any type of code. And I could never respect that shit, bro. I could never respect their get down. They kill everything, bro. They kill everything. They're a genocide to their own people, bro. to their own communities. And then when I hear Chicago food talk about, yeah, bro, we do it like we don't do it like nobody else. We will kill everything. I'm like, damn, fool. Like that anybody can kill though. That's the thing. Anybody could kill, homie. It doesn't really take it really doesn't take much to actually pop a fool, to be honest. It doesn't take much to actually just kill somebody, homie. There's a case out here in Colorado, bro, where a 15-year-old fool just killed innocent people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah, had carrying after losing a loved one. When when is the service for your mom? Dang, Brody. Sorry to hear that, my bro. Damn. See, life's too short, fam. It's crazy, bro. I'll be next week. It'll be next week. Damn, Rada. Damn, so Millie, yeah, bro. Hey, at least she know you. You know, when you think about a Millie Mill, at least she knows you loved her, bro. To be honest, my homie, condolences. I couldn't even fathom, bro. My mom, bro. My mom, I can't even fathom that day, homie. But at least she knows that you went to the deathbed with her, bro, and you were there for her. You know what I'm saying? That you loved her, homie. Hey, out here in Memphis. Damn, you over there in Memphis, mommy? Oh, you try to hit me, bro? I don't even. Damn, my bad, fool. My phone's acting so stupid. My phones have been acting dumb, Rada. Yeah, that's crazy, homie. She in a better place though. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. But that's why that's a real statement. If you have your moms, man, let her know you love her. Let her know, cause one day you here and the next day you ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's good, fool. Keep your head up, homie. Keep your head up, my brother. Yeah, that's about it, man. I'm just chilling tonight. I went outside. It's raining out here. Shit got me kind of tired. I took a long ass nap. I got up, man. Like I'm had to get some coffee in the system. I'm relaxing on this Saturday. We just chilling, man. We chilling, relaxing it up. Sending condolences to Millie. Yeah, bro. Shout out to Millie, man. Yeah, bro. Be successful for mamas. You know what I'm saying? Be successful for your mom, bro. Definitely, homie. You know, like touch success for her name, bro. She'll be watching. She'll be up there watching down on you, bro. You know. A lot of crazy shit going on in this world, homie. That's why you gotta really just live life, people. You gotta like live life and enjoy your lives. Like enjoy life. Find peace in something. You know, find peace in what makes you happy, homie. You know, try to do everything in your possibility every day to touch some type of success, man. You know, honestly, because you never know, bro. If you're still here and you're walking this earth still, that means that your purpose is still here. So find a purpose and dedicate it to touching that purpose, man. Leave an indent in this world, bro, before you actually just pass away or whatever. It's on real fella, yeah, homie. You know, nah, I could dig it, bro, because if my pops passed away when I was younger, but if my mom, you know what I'm saying, I'm a straight mama's boy, homie, like that'd be devastating. I can't even fathom that day, homie, to be honest. There's still work to do, my homie. You know what I'm saying? Never let that go. Never let that go, man. If you woke up you still gotta put in work, man. Put in work for your loved ones out here. Because there's a lot of people that didn't wake up, homie. There's a lot of people that just leave this earth, bro, and don't even get to fulfill their duty. Don't get to fulfill their duty, bro. And we so distorted. We get distorted, homies. We get distorted when we're young. We get distorted by like senseless shit, homie. We get distorted, bro. And we live our life like that. We get programmed like that, homie. We get programmed. That shit takes a big chunk of our life, homie, thinking and acting in certain ways, bro. And then you get my age, homie, at 40 years old, and then you trying to figure that shit out. And it's like, damn, fool, where did life go? But you can't focus in on that past. You just gotta know today's the day you make the change, homie. Today's the day you actually direct them actions to touching success. You know what I'm saying? Like you helping individuals out around you. It don't even have to be the community. It might be your family members or the people coming up in your family. But it's mandatory, homie. It's mandatory. If you went through a storm, bro, and you went through trials and tribulations, it's mandatory if you reach this age, if you reach my age, and you reach the age of like people out there that are still here, it's mandatory that you got a duty to actually teach, man. You got a duty for responsibility. Definitely. That's how I feel. That's why your spirit got to be right before you number is called. Yeah, definitely, homie. Definitely. Definitely. You gotta get that shit right. You gotta get that right, bro. You definitely gotta get that right. You know? And I tell people to enjoy it. I tell people to enjoy it though, man. Find peace, bro, because that's the worst thing is hollering from silence, bro. Hollering from silence, bro. Like struggling in silence, bro. That's the worst thing. So you have to find some peace, man. You gotta find some type of peace. It doesn't even matter if it looks stupid, homie. It doesn't even matter if it makes you just if other people don't understand it. It's not for everybody to understand. The game's not to be told. Sometimes it's to be sold. It's for a person to know. You ain't got to explain nothing to nobody. Like find peace, bro. Even if it's some square shit, bro. I find peace in the dumbest things nowadays, bro. I do. I try to at least. I do. I try to. I try to, man, because like you know, one thing I'll tell you, homie, is like the sense of having respect with the neighborhood and other individuals that push the politics, having respect for them type of individuals, it's kind of smoke and mirrors, bro. Because that don't really even benefit even them individuals. It benefits them for like a time being, but it doesn't benefit them because in the end, homie, like the fools that get the most respect that are actually kind of genuine and what I'm saying, push it right way. They're the ones that always get asked out. So even all that respect that they got in the hood figures and hood bosses, bro, and legends in the hood, them fools die from their hood all the time. So having all that respect really didn't do anything for them. You know what I'm saying? Because you got that type of respect and you a real trophy in the hood, a sucker gonna try to knock you off. And then you look at it like, what was it all for? What was it all for? Just to have a name that rang bells amongst the hood? I don't know, bro. I think that's smoke and mirrors, bro. I think I know. I think I finally understand that about myself because, like, I'm good in the hood, bro. I'm good. I'm good in the neighborhood. There's never been no smut on Sevlok's name or nothing, bro. I'm so good right now, bro. If I wanted to right now and I just wanted to hop back and I could go take the keys. I could go take the keys from the fools that think they're running the hood, bro, and just take the power. That's how good I am in the hood, bro. I could, you know. But I look at it at being 40 years old. I'm like, damn, fool. I'm barely understanding this shit, bro. I barely just got a clear mind. Like, you got to have something else. You really have to just find something that really makes you happy and enjoy life, bro. Enjoy it. Enjoy stupid things, bro. That's crazy to say that, but enjoy it, man. What does smoke and mirrors mean? It just means it's an image that just doesn't even matter, bro. It's just like a narrative that's just like false. You know what I'm saying? It's a fake. It's basically a fake image. Like it's just something that's just false. Like it's just all for just talk. It really just don't even matter. Really, that's what it kind of means. We should get comfortable being uncomfortable, meaning trying different things. Hell yeah, homie. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's what I think you. That's what I think people should do. Try some new things, man. If you from a hood, if you from the neighborhood, bro, we get caught up in this is what we do, but you got to try some new things, bro. That just make you happy, homie. I mean, it's okay to do different things. You're right, fam. Not real shit though. Um, Respect me for the man I am, not the hood I'm from. Yeah, cause like real talk, I'm a man before anything. I'm a man before anything, Brody. You know what? I guess this too, man, and this is real. This is real talk, homie. I guess the person I am now, back in the day, the respect from Savage, bro, used to come out of fear, like out of fear of like how we handled it, bro. Because we never really thought, we just pushed the line, and people had hatred for Savage, but they feared like the factor of what I was gonna do or push up on them, or they knew we were gonna press lines. So that made me a target, also, bro. That made me a target. It was respect out of fear. And that's cool. That's tight because a lot of people want that, especially being from neighborhoods, and they want that. Oh, that fool's a rotter. You don't know what that fool's gonna do. That's cool. But you put a target on your back, bro, and it doesn't even mean anything because the thing about it is, bro, is when you have them type of targets, fools ain't gonna try to even give you the light of day to try to put harm to them dudes. They're gonna actually try to knock you off, and it's gonna be scary ass fools, you know. So it's just like I'd rather have respect as a man and being a man of integrity. That's kind of what I want to be known as, a man of integrity, a man of my word, respect. I have respect for others. I was always an individual that pushed people to do better. That's the respect I want nowadays, bro. I don't want, oh, that fool can fight. Oh, that fool will get active. Or, yeah, bro, you better be careful because that fool gonna put in work. I don't want that respect, bro. That should never got me anywhere. Never got me anywhere, bro. My baby bro, you know what I'm saying? Like that fool got hit. They done shot up my baby bro out of being scared of that fool and literally almost killed my brother. I took two bullets, bro. I took two bullets. And I took one right in the chest, bro, where if it would have entered all the way through, bro, I would have been not here. Out of people being fearful, you know. We never linked today, Mont. G, what's up? You good, my boy? Yeah, bro. I didn't even have really a vehicle, Rada. I literally in the morning time, bro. I had to go handle some things with some cleaning shit. But next weekend for sure, before the concert, bro, we'll link up because I gotta give a couple people different tickets. We'll link up, or maybe this week or something. You know what I'm saying? That just gets hectic with just this vehicle aspect, but we'll definitely have to link up. I got you though, Rada. You know, say at it again, man. I ain't been at it for a minute, Corey. I ain't really been at it too long. I've been working a lot, homie. I've been working. Yeah, nah. You see what Piercy been saying? Yeah, I kind of seen it. I kind of seen a lot of fools tripping about him saying something about Cali or some shit, but I don't really know the whole story. What was it all about, fam? What were they saying? What was that discussion about? Uh, uh, yeah, I seen bits and pieces of that. They were like tripping off the Hoovers or something. Something about the Hoovers were tripping. He said we got our cripping from the South because of Toogie. So basically, he's just basically saying that they on some different time, pretty much. That he said that that it was like authentic, and they got vouched for them because of Tookie, and then they just ran with it and did whatever they wanted to. That's why, okay, that. It makes sense though, because the Hoovers and all them fools was tripping, and it's mind blowing, bro. I used to think that dude was. I used to think homie was kind of authentic, but I'm so overthinking these fools as authentic, bro, because it seems like everybody that I actually think is authentic on these platforms, um, they just there's something that comes out about them. I'm like, damn, fool, everybody that I thought was authentic on here, they just turn it to like to me just weird, bro. Straight weirdos. They started showing their whole true colors. Like, damn, fool. I thought you was actually cool and legit for a little minute. Big Northwest, what's good with it, man? What's cracking with you, Brody? How you doing tonight? Then he rests Five Deuce Hoover Crib, which got the Five Deuce Hoover Gangsta Crib seated. Yeah, they so basically they changed and put their whole spin on it, and then said, hey, we don't care about what them fools is talking about. Yeah, nah. I mean, if you banging a certain gangs from California, bro, and you banging like their actual hoods, there's no way you can just do whatever you want to that. You can't just say, "Hey, this is what it is." That's where you out of pocket for that shit. And then the fools that are calling you out because they're really the fools that are your big homies from the land that created that. Um, that you get mad and have your own spin. Like you can't do that. That's just ludicrous. That's ludicrous. You know. But then again, you look at it like it came before his generation. He only thing he probably and that's where you gotta like kind of look at it like that. Like the only thing he's probably ever heard was what he bangs. And it might have been out of false pretense, but he's going hard for that. So it's like you can't fault him for that. Feeling like that is saying this is what it is, but in all reality, you gotta kind of be your own man and do your research if that's what it is. And then you got to say, we were in the wrong for this. You can't just say, oh, no, this is what we're going to do. I went in on Percy, kept it between LA and them. But when you put California in it, oh, he put the whole Cali aspect in that. Why I said anything. Nah, yeah. And that's the thing about it. Fools is always going to answer them calls, bro. When you bring up names or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Um, Craziness, man. Craziness. That's wild, homie. Yeah, that's crazy when you think about it like that. We're gonna do this. It's really a Cali branch, and we're really gonna tell them what we're doing. How you even do that? How do you even do that? Like, how can you even tell them fools like this is what we're going to do? We banged your hood that you created, but we're gonna do this, and we don't care what you talking about. Yeah, something to say about the Bay. Oh yeah, now I see why you a little mad. I see why you a little razzle dazzled. I see, my bro. You can't do that, man. That's you know, from what I know, my homie, is that That right there is probably one of the ultimate gangs, the Hoovers, and they probably got a reputation with a lot of domino effects and wars and all that shit, bro. Like, so when you're making statements, that's what you're banging Hoover. You got to fall in line to the protocol, bro. You got to fall in line to their actual politicking. You can't just say we're from your neighborhood, but we're gonna start this and we're gonna do this. Like, you can't just do that. You know, it's not your. That's original. That's an original turf from California. You know, like the homie said, Five Deuce Gangster Crib. Yeah, that's what they bang. They don't bang Five Deuce or Hoover Crib. Hoover Crib. And a lot of them fools, a lot of fools get misconstrued. A lot of them fools started banging criminals except the Five Deuces. I had a conversation with the OG earlier talking about, and he's from the land. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Now I understand, like when it comes to the keyways and Don moves, like when foods have their original, or even like Sureños and Norteños or little hoods that are, you know what I'm saying, branch from like Crippin and Bloods, and then they got their own blocks and stuff. I understand that. Like, if you're an original turf and you got your own original blocks, then you make the rules and regulations to what goes on in your turf and what goes on in your neighborhood and the block you're from. But if you're saying you're actually from a Cali hood, a real Cali hood, you can't just change up the narrative and push whatever you want to push. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with the OG because it doesn't work like that. But that's what we got in 2025. A lot of people doing that, bro. That's why I say, like, we cooked. We cooked. What up, Raider Drox? We just talking about couple different things, man. Um, Phi Deuce and 107 who came back to this cripping from the OGs. Yeah, you know, I mean, there's a lot of situations, man, and we cooked all the way around, but the politicking all the way around, bro. If you look, a lot of it just, it's just it don't add up to what a code needs to be pushed because a lot of stuff is getting pushed through that should have never been there and never used to be allowed, homie. But people just put their own things, twist on it. They just basically put their own twist on it. And then that's when a lot of like suckerness gets put out there into the atmosphere, and you got a lot of just fraudulent stuff going on, bro. And I guess that's where it comes to me being who I am. I look at that and I'm like, I look at it right now, 2025. I don't even really. That's not even something that I even feel like have energy and any energy to even be a part of. Like, I rather just chill. Like, I don't want to be a part of all the circus act, homie. There's a lot of fuckery going on, homie. It's a big ass circus, you know, big ass circus going on, bro. And it's like 2025 is not the year to even be politicking. They be talking too much. He even brought up, damn, got pressed for the book he wrote. Interesting, bro. Yeah, that's wild, homie. And like I said, I used to think homie was kind of. I used to think he was halfway decent. But that goes to this too, though, bro. If you put it in perspective, homie's already older, and he feels like he put so much work in for his circle. He ain't gonna follow no rules. He don't care about what people are talking about. He don't really care because he feels like he's already just put in so much work for what he believes. He ain't caring about none of that, you know. So yeah, that's just wild, my homies. We chilling, man. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody, bro, on this Saturday night. On this Saturday night, bro. It's cold out here in Colorado. I was like, let me tap in, and then it started raining all crazy out here. And I was like, man, where's all the viewers at, bro? I couldn't even see the viewers. And then they said, hey, your phone went dead. Your phone went dead, bro. What was going on? I was like, damn, bro, YouTube just done cut off Savage, bro. What you guys got going on this Saturday night? What's the drill with y'all, man? What's going on? Hey, Valdez, I'm gonna hit you. Like the homie who passed a couple years ago, started the East Side. Watching this game. Why they pushing that youngster through, bro, with the fouls, homie? They're giving that fool like fouls every time he drives. Watching the NBA playing MLB show. Oh, nice, nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's watered down too, bro. Millie Mill is watered down, bro. Sports are watered down. Politicking watered down, bro. Everything is just watered down, bro. Rap is watered down. Rap is watered down, bro. Music's watered down. They did the Nuggets dirty. Yeah, homie. The Nuggets didn't even have no firepower either, bro. That shit was trash. Yeah, I feel it, homie. And that's why I have to be on my square business. If they don't care about it anymore, mommy, I gotta be on my square business, bro. I gotta just leave everything alone, everybody alone. I just gotta just leave everybody alone, bro, and become a straight square, doing stupid shit, doing the most simplest things, homie. If they don't care about the code no more, I don't care about them no more. Shit, I'm gonna go hit Utah, bro, and I'm gonna start doing some hiking. I'm gonna start listening to country. I'm gonna start doing just the craziest shit, bro. No more. You know what? You gonna have to. We gonna have to change my whole name too, man. We're gonna have to change my whole name. No more Sev Lokes Hotels. No more Savage Sev. Call me Johnny the Successful Boss Man. That's what we gonna call me, man. Just call me Success. That's the new name, Successful. We might be going after it. I mean, that would be a good look. And we're gonna take a big old trip, Big Jess, after this concert here in a little bit, man. Me and wifey gonna take a trip. We taking the trip to actually Utah for the first little road part of the road trip. We're going to St. George for a little minute. That's kind of by Vegas a little bit, but we're gonna go check it out there. Go check it out. Wifey got a job out there, so we was like, she got a job, so we were like, let's go check it out, man. There's a lot of people like promoting it to us too. Uh, oh yeah, that's right. Y'all taking a summer road trip. Yeah, we out of here, man. After this concert, really after this concert, bro, we got to get all this stuff cleared up. Boom. We gonna take a road trip, homie. I definitely need it, homie. I definitely need it. I definitely need it because sometimes you have to just get out there and leave the box state to understand there's more in life than just staying to your home state. Like there's a lot of stuff out there, bro. Last time me and Lady Sev left, homie, we left Colorado, bro. And it was like I got some new air in my lungs when I left last time, bro. Like I just felt good. Like boom, I didn't have to worry about shit. I went out to another city and state and even notice anything. Nothing came off as anything I noticed. And the cold part about it is, I've been to Utah. I met some dude who claimed he was Tupac's son. Well, I'm gonna go see that guy, man. I'm gonna say, what's up with Pac, bro? But the interesting thing to everybody that's just like kind of conformed to one city and state, I went to I went to Kansas City, Missouri, and don't get me wrong, bro. Like Kansas City, Missouri sucked. It really did suck. It was one of the worst places I ever lived. Been. And one big reason why is because they're still on that old school segregation, bro. They're like segregated. I have so much toxicness in Colorado, bro. Like I almost caught another case out here that would have sent me back to prison for a life sentence. And we didn't know where we was going. We didn't know where we was going. Me and Lady Seven, we just left at a drop of a dime, bro. We knew some people in Kansas City, Missouri. They didn't tell us where they were taken, where they lived, though. They lived in the heart of the projects, Nob Hill project housing, bro. And we pulled up. We drive. It took us like 12 hours to get there, bro. Because I actually got like not caught up, but I got a ticket for driving without a license, and the cop made us actually park our car, and then we took off again. We pulled up, homie, and when you get off of the main highway out there, we turned off and then we went into this forestry because that's where the GPS took us. It was like forestry, bro. And it was like a big ass forest, like plants and trees everywhere. And then it told us to turn, and I'm like, oh hell nah, fool. This is like wrong turn. And then all of a sudden you pull in and then it opens up and it's a gang of apartments. And if you look at Nob Hill, homie, the Nob Hill apartments are bad as hell. Like I realized that after we left, how bad them apartments were. Pulled up there, bro, and you could just tell it was like projects, low income housing, homie. We go in, it's already like 1 o'clock in the morning. The very next day, I'm getting me a cup of coffee. We're like, man, we got out here. Boom. I come outside on the balcony, bro, and as soon as I come outside, I start looking at the environment. I'm like, what the hell? I said, where did we come to, bro? Because shit was boarded up. You had trash everywhere, bro. That shit was you just had a sense, bro. You had a sense. It was just grimy over there, fool. And then you started seeing the community come out. Tell me why this, homie. No fabrication. Me and Lady said we're the only light-skinned people like looking wet etho, bro. We look like straight white folks, and it's all African Americans, bro, and they're not used to people being in their neighborhoods, homie. I was like, bro, this is not the place for us. We do not want to be out here, homie, because it didn't matter how like respectable you were to people. Them motherfuckers had an attitude, homie. Like you just came in the territory. So me being who I am, homie, I told the people we lived with, I said, I am not staying in this house because that's what they did. They were scared to go outside. I said, hell nah, fool. You got me twisted. I'm not staying in this house. I'm about to walk these projects. I didn't know where I was walking, but I got my dogs. I had some pit bulls. I grabbed my thing and I started walking in the community over there, homie. And I was just the reason why I was doing that shit is because I wanted people to know that we were over there, homie. And I swear, bro, their whole attitudes, like by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing happened in the projects, but you could just tell the aura, bro. They were not welcoming. I walked through that shit every single day, though, bro. Like every single day, I got up every morning, homie, and walked in projects. Cars would be passing by, and they'd be like, "Oh hell no, who's this?" And then a couple times, people would be like, "Hey, bro, where are you from? You're not from around here." Nah, fool, I'm from Denver, homie. I'm passing through. All right, be careful around here. And I just laugh. You know what I'm saying? I would just be laughing like. So, anyways, long story short, homie, me and wifey, we actually have a whip out there. We got a van, so we were like, let's go through the Kansas City, Missouri. Let's go see what's cracking out here. We started driving around. There's a place called the 20s out there. It's called the 20s in Kansas City, Missouri. It's like the grimiest of the grimiest. Started driving all throughout that shit, bro. And we were just going up and down blocks, me and my wife, with the dogs, just to check out their shit, bro. There was no opportunity in Kansas City, Missouri, bro. That shit was so deserted. It was like dusty, homie. I said, how do people actually survive out here, bro? Like, there's nothing out here. So I started trying to get a job, and I went all the way to Kansas City, Kansas, to get a job at the Amazon. I started working at Amazon out there. But what I was gonna say, back to my initial point, I started looking at their monuments, bro, and even being out there in them situations, though, it was like it was kind of a different. It was still was a fresh air. Like, bro, we're in a different city. We went to the plaza. We went to go see a couple different things, bro. I didn't have no enemies out there, and it was cool. It was like, fresh air. Well, that ran out, and we went to South Bend, Indiana, homie. We went straight to South Bend, Indiana, because what happened was our car died out. And in Kansas City, you can't just be walking. You can't walk because everything's spaced out. So you got to catch actually the bus and shit. Our car dies out. The fuel pump goes out. So I have to go junk the van, homie, that I'm in. And we don't have a vehicle. So I was like, this is not going to work, bro, because we can't even get to work. What's the point of being out here and just trying to walk? Can't do it. So we called our auntie. My auntie was living in South Bend, Indiana. That she came and got us from South Bend, Indiana, bro. Like that same night. Went to South Bend, Indiana, homie, and I loved it out there. I actually love South Bend, Indiana. Let's see what. Oh, what's up with it, foot? Hi, Kansas City. Yeah, Millie, boom, Millie. Yeah, cuz it was crazy. He wanted me to publish his book. Damn. Salute, Bigfoot. Was cracking with it. Mall High salute. I only left Colorado 4 times to New Mexico. Yeah, I got some people in New Mexico too. I was gonna actually move out there, but that place is too small. So long story short, bro, we end up going to South Bend, Indiana. And South Bend, Indiana, it was more live out there. Like they had a lot more stuff going on in South Bend, Indiana. But if you know anything about Gary, Indiana, that shit was a murder capital, right? South Bend, Indiana is like right by Chicago and Gary, Indiana. So there's a lot of like GDs and vice lords out there. So they got a lot of crime out there. And if you look at the statistics, there's a lot of stuff going on in South Bend, Indiana. That's how Southern Illinois is. But like I said, we didn't have no enemies. I never everywhere I went, I never felt any type of danger. And that's what I always say. Like, if you're not ever like looking for that shit, if you're not ever looking for it, you ain't never gonna come across it. I never even like and I'm the crazy individual. I'll walk through anybody. I'll walk through anywhere. They would say, "Don't go over there," and I'm like, "Let me go see what these fools are talking about." So in South Bend, Indiana, they got an actual main avenue called Michigan Ave, and that's supposed to be the treacherous part of South Bend, Indiana. I walked through that whole shit, bro. Like, and yeah, they do have, they have like gang presence, but most of the time, homie, them fools, if you just was showing respect, they were not tripping off of fools passing through and all that shit, bro. It's when you go out there and you don't have respect. I never came across anything that I actually was like, oh yeah, that was some crazy shit, bro. Like I felt ever like I would walk through all them places, bro. And I was good, you know what I'm saying? I was hella good, bro. I wasn't tripping off anything, bro. Cause nothing remind me of Denver danger. Like the danger shit that we deal with in Denver being in gangbanging. I was not reminded out there. I didn't recognize anything out there. I was just a foreigner passing through. And I was definitely not trying to tap into no street life. I wasn't trying to go to another city and tap in. And yeah, bro, I left that alone, bro. I was just vacationing. Um, I've been to mall, Kansas City, okay. I've been to a mall. Yeah, that shit was terrible, fam. I don't even think they have a mall. It's like going back in time. Yeah, that shit was. Yeah, that's wild, bro. I had Colorado car tags. I got followed through St. Louis by the law. Gary, I promise you, they would do that. Gary is a shithole. Yeah, that was an interesting. That was an interesting thing too, because like South Bend, Indiana is not too far from Gary, bro. And my auntie, she worked in Kalamazoo, and she worked in like Grand Rapids, bro. So we were traveling, homie. We had to travel back and forth. We went through Gary, Indiana, like multiple times. Homie went to go get food and shit. And I remember one time pulling up to the church's chicken, homie. It's just like ghetto as hell. Everything's boarded up too. It stunk and everything, homie. That shit was just all grimy. It was nothing but neighborhood, bro. That's the murder capital. That was like a murder capital, homie. Like there was actually a couple years in a row it had the most murders. And you we went to the church's chicken, homie, and there was a couple fools in the church's chicken, and they were like a motorcycle biking club. And they started asking me like, "Hey, bro, your dog, you don't want to you don't want to breed your pit bulls?" I was like, "Hell no, fool! I'm not even from here. We are not breeding the pit bull, fool." That's where the Jacksons came from. Yup. And it was actually booming when they were out there, though, bro. But if you go out there now, it's like blocks, miles of just boarded up housing. It's like not even livable over there in Gary, Indiana. Yeah, I drove through Kansas at dark. Yeah, that was a terrible city, bro. That shit was depressing, man. I get gas, Colorado, Kansas City, Kansas border, driving Kansas, don't stop at all. They sit in Indiana too, use lock for car tags. Oh damn. Yeah, man. It was cool though. It was cool. Like if I had a chance, bro, and I could live in South Bend, Indiana, to be honest, I'm gonna be 100. That would be a place where I just go chill, South Bend, Indiana. Because my auntie had a cool ass spot out there in South Bend, Indiana, by the Notre Dame campus, because that's where the Notre Dame campus is it too. So it was cool. Like there was like a lot of people in that community that knew the family. So it was all love, you know. Going to work out there was cool. It was interesting. And I was actually gonna move to Elkhart, Indiana, but I never did. I never went to Elkhart, Indiana. I was working out there though. I was working at a gummy bear factory. We would package gummy bears. It was cool. So yeah, we on another road trip, man. We're gonna go see what's going on in Utah for a quick second. Might go see what's going on in Vegas for a little minute. Might have to go see what's good in Vegas, bro. Like that would be a kind of a cool city to maybe go live in for a little minute, not for a lifetime. Cause they got a lot of stuff to do out there, you know. There's a lot of stuff to do in Vegas. You could go see a show. You could go to the food, the buffets. You could go just on a random Saturday night, bro. There's always going to be some entertainment. Now, I wouldn't live out there. I wouldn't live out there, but I'll go visit and stay out there for a minute. I got some cousins out there. But I think when it's all said and done, if you ain't never been to San Diego Chula Vista, you missing out. San Diego Chula Vista is where that's where I really want to just kind of just be like at the end of everything. I want to live out there in Chula Vista, Diego, the big Chula Vista, San Diego. Beautiful weather. They got everything out there. They got a San Diego Zoo, bro. That's huge. Like that shit is tremendously like gigantic. Uh, yeah, so over there in Gary, Indiana, Millie, they had actually like a restaurant that was kind of like dedicated to the Jacksons because that's where they were. That's where they actually were born and raised in Gary, Indiana. That's where my ex moved to. She said it's not. Hey, that place is beautiful, homie. Like I went out there like when I was younger to San Diego Chula Vista, and the weather is beautiful, homie. Like that's a place where you could just It don't never snow. There's never no snow out there, fool. Heard about that spot. Yeah, they have a whole restaurant dedicated to the Jacksons, bro. To the Jackson Five. And then I think and this is what I think. Um, with all the homeless people, like with all the Venezuelans that were everywhere, they should have sent them to Gary, Indiana, bro, with all them boarded up houses. They could have just sent all the Venezuelans out there, bro, and that's where they could have lived. They had a bunch of communities that was tore down. Why don't you send all the Venezuelans and all the homeless people over there? Since they're trying to rebuild and make it into a city, like, come on, man. You could have did that. Say bunch of fields. Where at? Off of 70, those states, tones, cornfields. Yep. I'll tell you what, that was an ugly ass drive back though, bro. Kansas, coming from South Bend, Indiana, back to Colorado, going through Nebraska, it was ugly. That was an ugly ass drive. Ugly ass drive, bro. All cornfields. I'll take 70. No, okay, okay. Nah, I gotta go see some things, man. I gotta go see some things. Like everybody moving out here to Colorado, I'm like, homie, I'm a native to Colorado. I heard Nebraska smells horrible. Yeah, that shit is. We went through when we came back. We actually did a night trip, so we traveled in the nighttime. We left the day we left South Bend, Indiana, and came back to Colorado. We went to work because I was working at a hotel and I was doing housekeeping and shit. We had a long day, fool. And when we got back to the house that Friday, to my auntie's house, we were like, let's go back to Colorado. Like, let's just dip. We went to go pack up all of our stuff, got our dogs, and just dipped out from South Bend, Indiana. So it was like we were traveling all night back to Colorado from South Bend, Indiana. It took about like 14 hours to get back to Colorado. I know a few people pulled over in Nebraska too. Yeah, because everybody was bringing in weed and shit. That was one thing is like everybody was bringing in weed. I do Kansas because they got decent late night radio. Nice. Hell yeah. You do trucking or something, my bro? You do trucking? Oh, I bet. Uh, yeah, I don't. Nah, I just lived out near Vale. Oh, okay, okay. I'll tell you what though, I'm gonna be real. I do not like to drive in the nighttime, bro. Driving in the nighttime is like very tiring to me. Like it's peaceful, but that should make me want to go to sleep at night, like traveling in the nighttime and traveling to different cities. I did it. We did it from Oklahoma one night too. We did it from Oklahoma because my brother-in-law he lives in Oklahoma, and we left his house tonight and just was like, let's just go back. Which is not a lot. It's not as long as the South Bend, Indiana drive, but Oklahoma, it was a night thing, and nighttime driving just makes me tired. It's where the Kobe stuff happened. Damn. Oh, okay, okay. They had that big old case over there, huh? I see. Man, that's crazy. That did happen out here in Colorado. Vale, Eagle, Eagle County. Oh, he did catch a big ass case out here. They was trying to wrap his ass up. Yeah, that's a decent little spot. I remember being in the penitentiary and hearing about that. They were saying that fool. The penitentiary was sad about it too, man. All they got is Burger King and Starbucks and Domino's that exist. Them little cities are crazy, fool. I don't know, bro. I guess I'm in a time of my life too, bro. I would like to just live in a little. I would like to live in a littler city or on some property away from the bigger city. I would like to go and get a property in a littler city, bro, and it be my property and just chill, just relax, be around all the country folk. The next exit up got Wendy's and gas station and skate park. That's all they have out there. That's a small city right there, bro. Jamestown out here is kind of nice. I don't know if y'all been ever been to a place called Jamestown, Johnsontown, I think. Yeah, it's called Johnsontown, bro. Like a bunch of rich people housing. A bunch of rich people. Oh damn. Yeah, that's the dream right there though. I lived in CSU country too, man. I was over there in Fort Collins. Fort Collins is a nice place in Colorado, homie, to live at. It was cool. It was nice, bro. Like a lot of good scenery in Fort Collins. There was a lot of like good scenery, a lot of beautiful places in Fort Collins. Johnsontown, that's what it is. It has that little castle over there too. There's a place where there's like a big old castle. Yeah, that's cool. Fort Collins was a dope city. My buddy lives right besides Loveland. I lived in Loveland too. I was out there for. I don't. I can't say I lived out there. I stayed out there. Let's just say that. Um. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about, Rotters. That's what I'm talking about. That's the cities I want to live in. I want to live in a smaller city, bro. I got cars at Target. I got cars that Target. At the Target, they got some baseball and football cars over there. I've been all up and down the front range. Yeah, bro. Got some cool little spots that a lot of people don't know. Tucked away little spots, man. Ball cars. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, that's tight. I lived in Boulder for a year. Yeah, Boulder cool too. I caught a case in Boulder when I was younger. I went to their county, homie. I got caught up in Boulder. How do you get caught up in Boulder? I don't even go out there enough to get caught up. And literally caught a case out there and went to their county for like 3 weeks. Your boy, your boy Savage. When I turned 18 before I caught my case, I did like the tour. I was doing like the tour of Colorado, bro, county wise. I went to like every single county out here. Uh, yeah, sale boxes is like 2016. I hiked Flatirons a lot. Oh, okay, okay. I went joint in the houses. Nice. I did. Oh, you talk about the county, Billy? Yeah, I did like the county tour, bro. Denver, Adams, Arapahoe, Boulder. And I don't even know how I ended up in Colorado Springs, fool. I went out there to Colorado Springs for a minute. Was out there trying to run me out of Boulder. Pearl Street, Pearl Street veterans. I'll say this though, out of every single county jail in Colorado, bro, that's probably the best county jail to go to. That's like a a retreat resort, bro. A retreat resort. They gave you popcorn and had pizza night and movie night and sodas a pop and gave you headphones. And I used to use Gold Coast Sky bought Sky Sock games. Nice, nice. I'm from Pueblo. First time going to jail was downtown Denver. I never went to the Lowtown County though. I heard it was a shit show though. I heard that the county over there sucks. Um, did you go to the Denver City though? The Denver City, or did you go to the Denver? Oh wow, you had to go to the Denver City. The old school Denver City sucked, bro. To everybody that never went, man, the old city jail sucked. And when I was going there, bro, they were overpopulated, so they put three people in a cell, bro. That was trash. I don't remember the. Oh yeah, yeah. That place. You could go in there, homie, and it would be nothing but homeless people, and they would put your ass in the city jail with like three Sallys with a damn light on, bro. That shit sucked. Um, yeah, I remember the old city. Yeah, that shit was trash, fool. Was in there in 2005. Bullshit. I remember one night. So back in the day on the 16th Street Mall, all the real Denver natives remember the 16th Street Mall, the Virgin Records they had. I went in there, homie, and I grabbed some CDs. I had some CDs on me. I was selling CDs downtown, and I had some CDs, bro. And one CD got mixed up with the other CDs, and I walked out, and the alarms went off, bro, and they rushed me, and I was so pissed because it was like Fourth of July weekend too. Bring me to the city jail, bro. I was so hot because you could literally where my cell was, you could see outside and you could see everybody just having fun, bro. I wasn't even supposed to be in there, fool. I lived in the mountains. I wasn't even supposed to be over there. Yep, I hated that shit, bro. Yeah, man. Whack. That shit was boo boo. I was hurt when they closed the Virgin Records. Yeah, the Virgin Records. You could go listen to the music. You could go listen to the free music. And honestly, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like on the homies and box day, bro. I used to sell CDs on the 16th Street Mall, and I used to just hit the East Side and then go to the 16th Street Mall, go to the college campus, just slinging CDs. And when I went into the Virgin Records, I had a stack of CDs of my own, and I started listening to a CD. And remember, with the CDs, you could actually look on the back of the CDs and it showed the songs. It got misplaced in my CDs, bro. So I didn't even realize I had it still. And I walked out, and it looked like I was stealing, bro. And they rushed me. They rushed me for that shit. Hey, we don't like catching cases anymore. Do we? Said no, bro. Why, man? We can't do it. I'm not. I'm. Hey, Josh. I'm drained, bro. I don't have enough energy to catch cases no more, bro. I'm 40 years old, bro. I'm too tired. I don't want to catch no damn case. No, hell no. I'm too old to be catching cases, bro. I'm tired. Like that's the most draining thing in life. Little ass window. Yeah, looking out that dumb ass window, bro. What the hell? Yep, it was like that when I was there. Boo boo. The suckiest shit, homie, was they never turned off that light in the cell, homie. That shit sucked. Gave you them itchy ass blankets. Dumbass. Yeah, that city jail was terrible, bro. I remember Media Play, Virgin Records. I know a lot. That area though, like Wadsworth and Alameda, Lakewood Golden. Okay, okay. Not the Ghoster. Alameda, Wadsworth and Alameda, the old Villa Italia. If you know, you know, you a old Colorado baby. You know about that old school Villa Italia. Villa Italia. Yep, you sure did. I think that's when I met you the first time. Yep. Nah, for real though. I think yeah, downtown. I was slanging CDs. Aurora. I used to cop CDs from downtown off the six. There was a lot of people pushing music down there. That's right, brother said. Man, it's so expensive to try and get off paper, and it's too easy to catch a case. It's ridiculous. Teaches youngsters we don't like being on paper. Hell nah. I think honestly too, though, my homies. I think honestly too, to be real, is like when they put you in the system, they put you in the system, my homie. They don't let you get out of the system. They want to just keep you. They want to keep us in the system, bro, because it's just money. They get money from us. I don't know. Yeah, like you don't say. What the city? Nah, yeah, man, the city, man. We all know the city though. Shout out to all the fools that know about the city. Denver Metro, baby. Denver Metro. Yeah, shout out to all the Denver homies though, man. Man, if you know, you know about the Mall High. Salute to all the homies. Yes, I remember Villa Italia. Damn, old school Villa Italia, bro. The old school Villa Italia. That mall right there, you if you went to the Villa Italia, you had to be a Mac, homie. You had to be the Mac Daddy, bro. You and that was the time where everybody was writing on their arms, bro. Remember? What's up, girl? Let me get your number. Writing on their arms. It looked like a damn freaking piece of paper or a desk, bro, with all kinds of numbers on you. Yeah, 303. Shout out to the 303, baby. Let's go. 303. I got Mexican food, Wadsworth. There's some good joints over there, Wadsworth. Hell yeah, man. Yeah. The mall was cracking. Hell yeah. And whoever had the most numbers was the Mac of all Macs. And then, if you know, you know, and you know about it like way before it got shut down, there was a roller skating ring over there too. Villa Italia, Roller City West. Everybody would go to the mall and then everybody would meet up at the Roller City West, bro. I remember I was a kid and me and my older cousin went to that skating ring right there and we got our shoes jacked, homie. Somebody stole our shoes. They stole the shoes, bro, from Motel 6. Yup. Yup. That's old school. No to you players. No to you players and pimps in Denver who remember the Westminster Mall. That was another one too. Westminster Mall, you had to have some game. Yeah, walk around that mall to the food court. Same thing, bro. You used to have to have the game, homie. Everybody would pull up to them malls, bro. That was the good shit, man. Good shit. Oh yeah, you know how it goes, bro. If you a Denver native, I was just at Chubby's though, but it's not like the old school Chubby though, right? I mean, it's in the same spot, but the buildings and even the ingredients change, homie. But yeah, we all Denver natives gotta have some Chubby's. Chili cheese fries with chili rellenos and chicharrones and yeah, I remember those days. Not the Bubbacinos. I think he talking about the old school original Chubs. Let me see. Denver spread out though. Yeah, Denver's not the same, Rada. Man, Denver's not even the same no more, homies. We got to keep it lit though for everybody that's not from there or the new age. We got to keep it lit, homie. We got to keep it lit for the box day. Come to the concert, man. Y'all come some show some love, support. Next Sunday, it's going down. I'm performing at the Roxy. You could actually get tickets at the Roxy door too if you guys want to come. There's going to be tickets sale there. I don't have no more tickets like personally, but it's going to be. I'm performing Rapo Trues, Pure Devotion. I think Dank One, Score Dog, Nike Nitty. It's a lot of good artists, bro, and it's going to be. If you a Denver native and you like the music out here and you really about that, man, come show some love to your boy Savage. I got a 20-minute set that I'm doing. Box Day business meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be live. Cinderella City. What you know about that, Marada? That was old school right there too. The drive-in. Let's go. Yeah, that was cracking. That was my shit. Westminster got Panda Express last time. Hey, actually, I just ate over there too, man. Panda Express. Yep, I remember the Westminster Mall and the original Aurora Mall, Westminster Mall, Aurora Mall. A lot. That's crazy, bro, that you say that because Aurora Mall used to be the place where fools would go get the best gear. I went over there late, like recently. I was so disappointed, bro, because there used to be like closed stores in the Aurora Mall you couldn't get like nowhere else. I was disappointed, bro. They took all the good stores out of the Aurora Mall. Hey, bro, who remembers Pizza Romo back in the day? Yeah. They had some fire, bro. They had some good ass food there. Damn, homie, they had some good ass spots. But they closed down a lot of them spots, man. I'm hungry now. I remember Cinderella City too. in the drive-in theater. Yeah, you know my cuz AG, yeah, that's my rider, bro. AG's my homie. Me and AG for sure. We done rock some shows together. We done beat some fools up together. We done. Chad, my bad, people. It probably went all the way dead. I'm gonna stay on here. Let's see if we still got a couple of the riders in here. My bad. It went dead on my homies, man. Let me catch up real quick. Let me catch up. Boom. Let's see real quick. Y'all still there? Anybody still there? Let's see. Let's see if I could. Y'all still there? My bad, man. Technical difficulties. That's why I honestly hate having a phone, bro, and don't have my laptop. This laptop right here just went. It done died on me right here. Can't even use it. Yeah, we there. Okay, cool. Let me see real quick. I'm gonna catch up. My bad. My bad. What the chat saying real quick, but yeah, come. Yeah, AG's the homie, man. That was my partner right there. We rocked some shows, homie. We killed some shows with music. We're in a couple videos together. Um, and then we know a lot of the same homies. We done smashed on some foods together. Those was the days in the D town. I don't know. Yeah, okay, there we are. I caught up now. So Westminster, yeah, Westminster Mall, Royal Mall got okay pizza. Hey, Thorin Drive In, just reopened. Nice. That's what's up. Drive In, just reopened. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. The flea market, man. I miss the flea market too. They have some good ass drumsticks. Oh, yeah, Thorin, old school Thorin. You could get a giant calzone. Hey, a place that got some fire ass calzones. It was over there at the Michi's place, bro. I was wondering what happened. I thought it was my hotspot. Nah, it was mine. It was me, bro. Like half time, to be honest, when that happens, it's as a just I'm kind of by the foothills, bro. And if it doesn't connect, it just dies, bro. Like that's the only thing that sucks being over here right by the foothills. That it'll just die out. Like thought it was my hotspot. We good though. But yeah, man, that's old school. That's kind of like just the old school feel, homie. If you know and you remember a lot of that, a lot of them places and a lot of stuff that we don't really see no more, man. Like I was talking about this the other day. Like a lot of the identity's been took out, bro. That's like we don't really get to see that shit no more, man. The stuff we were brought up as, stuff we were brought up on, that's not it's not there no more, man. They done lost a lot of the identity, bro. But it will always be good ass memories. I'll tell you what, I have some good old days, man. Yeah, I don't recognize me neither, homie. Regardless of the change, bro, I'm always be proud to be from the Box State, man. 5280. You know, always be proud, bro. It's my city, my state. Denver, Colorado's my city. Box State business. Colorado, period, is the state. You know, gotta be proud of where you from. So I'll tell you what, I done moved a couple places and I always migrated back to migrated back to Colorado, definitely, bro, because it's us, man. Right, got it tatted on me. 303. That's what I'm talking about. Branded for life, my partner. Spending all day hustling. Keep it on the real. Yeah, nah. Ain't no place I'd rather be in the 303. Right, got it tatted on me. Me too, bro. I had to go get it struck. I'll stay on here for a little more. I'm gonna go get this little fire aspect going because it's kind of chilly. Might light up the fireplace a little bit on a Saturday night, relaxing. I was gonna go fishing today, but I didn't get a chance because it just started raining all crazy. And that might have been actually a good time to go fishing when it rains, but I get out there tomorrow. Uh, what you guys got going on tonight? What's cracking with everybody? Uh, we gonna chill out, but yeah, my high salute to everybody. Hope everybody have a good rest of your night. I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna go get some food, light up this little fireplace, relax it down. We go make it happen, man. I think here soon too. I think I'm gonna start doing some paranormal activity, bro. Paranormal activity monuments going live in 20. I'll tap in. I'll tap in over there. I'll go see what's up with it, Jess. Hey, y'all go sub up to the homie Jess, man. Y'all go show his channel love. You know what I'm saying? He another Denver, Colorado goon, bringing it to the streets of Denver. But all right, Rodis, y'all have a good night, man. Salute to everybody. And you know what it is. Let's go. Yeah, tap into that right there, man. Y'all go tap into the homie Jess's channel. Mahai salute. And to the next one, man. Y'all have a good night. Let's go.